Let's just get right into it. What if I told you that a single, totally unconscious habit is draining your energy and absolutely wrecking your focus all day, every day? We're talking about something you do constantly without even thinking about it: breathing. And yeah, you're probably doing it wrong.
So, does this sound familiar? You think you're getting enough sleep, you've had your coffee, but by 3 in the afternoon, you feel like you're just dragging yourself through the day? Well, that constant exhaustion, that's not just you. It's a signal. It's your body trying to tell you something's up.
Every single day, you take about 25,000 breaths. Just let that number sink in. It's this massive, invisible habit that has a huge impact on how you perform. And if that habit is even slightly off, well, you're taking 25,000 tiny steps in the wrong direction every single day. And here's the thing, feeling tired and unfocused isn't some kind of moral failing. It's not about a lack of willpower. More often than not, it's just a simple biological mismatch. And the best part, you can literally reprogram your body for more energy. And we're going to talk about how. So let's start by identifying the main culprit here. It's time to pull back the curtain and expose this hidden force that's been secretly stealing your energy and focus, right under your nose. We're gonna call this an unconscious biological trap. You know, it's kind of like how a cognitive bias can trick your mind. Well, a biological trap is a physical habit that your body just falls into. And this one little habit sets off a whole negative chain reaction, silently draining your energy reserves. And the most common biological trap of all, it's mouth breathing. See, your body is lazy. It loves the law of least effort. And just opening your mouth can feel easier. But this shortcut, which seems so harmless, is a huge mistake for your biology. It basically puts your entire nervous system on high alert. Think of it like this. Your breath can go down one of two paths, and each path sends a completely different signal to your body. Breathing through your nose, that activates your rest and digest system. It tells your body, hey, we're good, everything is okay. But breathing through your mouth, that triggers your fight or flight response. And this is serious. Every time you breathe through your mouth, you're basically sending a low-grade panic signal straight to your brain. This keeps your body swimming in the stress hormone cortisol, which is almost identical to what researchers see in people who are chronically sleep-deprived. You're living in a constant, low-level state of emergency without even realizing it. And this leads to something we'll call biological dissonance. It's this crazy internal conflict where your conscious mind wants to sit down and focus to do that deep work, but your body, because of how you're breathing, literally thinks it's running from a predator. And let's be honest, you can't really focus when your biology is screaming danger. Okay, so that's the problem. And I know it might sound a little bleak, but here's where it gets really exciting. Let's shift gears and talk about the math of getting just 1% better. This right here, this is the aha moment. If you just commit to getting 1% better at nasal breathing each day, the power of compounding takes over. By the end of a single year, you will be nearly 38 times better at managing your body's energy. 38 times. That is the incredible power of building small, consistent habits. This is the key insight. You know, high achievers don't just hope for big breakthroughs or chase vague goals like, I want more energy. No, they build simple, repeatable systems that automatically produce the results they want. And your breathing, that is the foundation of the entire system. And let's connect this directly back to your focus. When your breathing is shallow and inefficient, it creates something called attention residue. The best way to think about it is like having a dozen extra browser tabs open in your brain at all times. Part of your mental energy is always stuck dealing with the physical stress of not getting enough oxygen, which makes it pretty much impossible to fully immerse yourself and find that deep state of flow. All right, so how do we fix this, like right now? I'm gonna give you a super simple, actionable protocol you can start using tonight. This isn't theory, this is a practical 2-minute reset for your entire system. Here it is, just 3 simple steps. First, the nightly protocol. It sounds weird, but trust me. Use a tiny piece of surgical tape to keep your mouth closed while you sleep. This is an absolute game changer for getting deep, restorative sleep. Second, the 2-minute rule. Whenever you feel stress coming on, just stop. Breathe only through your nose for 2 minutes. In for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds. And third, the trigger cue. You've got to stack this new habit onto one you already have. So right after your first sip of coffee, practice 5 minutes of conscious nasal breathing. Now, this isn't just a random list of tips. It's all based on proven behavioral science.
The tape, that's what we call environment design. It physically makes the right choice the automatic choice while you're asleep. The 2-minute rule, that hacks your motivation because the habit is so small, it's impossible to say no to. And the coffee trigger uses habit stacking, linking the new habit you want to an old habit you already do to lock it into your daily routine for good.
Look, at the end of the day, your ability to concentrate and perform at a high level is your greatest asset. It's your superpower. But that superpower is completely dependent on your biology. And your breath? Well, your breath is the gatekeeper that decides whether or not you get to use it.
So, you know the connection now, and you have the tools. Your focus truly is your superpower. The only question left is, are you going to take control of the one thing that guards it?